What's poppin', y'all? This is DJ with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle with the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, check this out. Everybody don't have healing energy. You feel me? Do not be fooled and misled into thinking that everybody has healing energy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't even realize subconsciously those people are pretending they have healing energy, because there are a lot of people who can't see the difference between the physical reality and the spiritual reality. Like, they're not able to see into the spirit because something in their life transpired that has them blocked, but they're putting on such an act that they're making you think they have this healing energy. And you know what happens, which is so crazy, is the fact that because a lot of people have been led to think that about a lot of people, it leads a lot of people to be quiet. You feel me? And not really invest no energy into anyone. They cut off everyone. Everyone is labeled. Everyone thinks the same. Everyone operates the same, to where you got to think there are a lot of people in the world right now who are having their headphones on, listening to music and staying in their electronics. Something I used to do when I was 16. You feel me? And a lot of it. But what happens is it's ruining connections with real people. You know what I'm saying? And it's having people be blind to the real, you feel me, healing energy people out here, because everybody is so being misled, misdirected. You feel me? That, listen, you got to think of it like this. Because people are too afraid to even step out on a limb because they think everybody is operating in a certain way, what happens is you shut off the rest of the world and you only talk to and communicate with the people you feel comfortable with, which has the reversed effect, because not all, but if the shoe fit, wear it. These people closest to you could actually be the ones who are double agents, who are working for the people to keep you trapped so they can keep you in a certain function. But since you think the outside world is more of an op than the people you're comfortable with, you don't even know the difference. And a lot of times, because people see the world like that, they also are not having the ability to see in between the physical and the spiritual world. Listen, let me tell you from experience. You're in your growth journey, you feel me, you have to be able to be mindful to not be attached to nothing or anybody, and get in this sort of space where you cut off everybody, because that is how you'll be able to really dig deeper into understanding the physical world and the spirit, because of the simple fact that there are so many people who are just adjusting to this energy but haven't done the work, that they're pretending, and they will keep you trapped, and you subconsciously won't even be able to know, because you are thinking these people that you've been around your whole life are keeping you comfortable and actually helping you and aiding you in your growth, not realizing that they don't want the old system to change because they don't want to grow. And so anybody that they can get their hands on energetically, they will play the double agent mechanism to be able to keep them trapped. And what happens is you get more trapped on this physical world than being able to see in your spirit. Listen, let me tell you something. Being able to see in the spirit is where dreams and realities, you feel me, and beliefs happen. You know what I'm saying? And changing of your life and the growth happens. Not this physical reality where we've been trapped and living on for so long. You feel me? Because all I seen is pain, hurt, and destruction over there. You feel me? But again, and this is not to, you know what I'm saying, say you hate the people you had to detach from, or you feel me, you're upset at them, or saying you won't never connect with them again, because you might. But again, during your growing process, you have to be willing to cut everyone off. You have to be able to basically become alienated and isolated from everyone, because oftentimes, again, like I said, the people closest to you and the people you have a connection with may connect with some part of your soul in the dark version instead of the light. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, a lot of people were not prepared for what we're going through right now. They didn't think it was ever going to be a time where they were going to have to answer to their old version of themselves to grow into a new version of themselves. And some people are not okay with it, so they want to stay stuck in the past, which means if you're powerful in going towards being able to see in the physical and the spirit, trust me, they will do whatever they can to try to drain your energy. Like, for instance, there will be people that, you know what I'm saying, want me to engage with them, interact with them, you feel me, support them like I did in the past. But what I noticed is that it wasn't reciprocated. So I cannot give my energy to somewhere or something that wouldn't do the same for me, because I'm starting to realize that you're going to deplete me. And I was using my energy to really uplift someone that's not directing their energy towards what they're talking about. They're only talking about it, hoping that they can siphon my energy to be able to make them just feel good about themselves so they can talk about what they're going to do and not actually do it. I'm actually putting the foot to gas. You feel me? Metal to the ground. Acting. Standing behind everything I'm speaking on. You feel me? Like, there is no fake healing energy about me. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about how powerful your energy is in this world. When you know you have true, sincere healing energy, there'll be people around you wherever you are who will portray like, you feel me, they about to do this, they about to do that, when you got to realize they just talking. And that's because they're around a certain person or certain people that's upgrading their energy. But when that person is subtracted or taken away, you see the real version of them. Don't got no goals, no morals, no inhibitions, no, you feel me, wanting to change, no growth, no nothing. Still stagnant, still stuck in the same place, going nowhere fast. It's all a faking gimmick. Listen, I'm telling you, you have to be mindful and understand that everyone doesn't have healing energy. You know what I'm saying? But in order to be able to detect the real healing energy, you have to know thyself. You feel me? Because listen, truly, in this world I live in right now, I really think that it has been formulated a plan that the people who had the ability to use their energy to provide a better life for themselves and not stuck in poverty. Everybody that gets close to them or is projected to them, make sure you have dark energy so that that person never grows. You know what I'm saying? And because they don't understand that, they don't realize that your good healing energy could actually be the very catalyst from them actually being happy and having a good life. You feel me? But they've been sent on a mission they don't understand, just like you're in the middle of a mission you don't understand. So once you start to know yourself and realize, hey, I got the energy to be married, to be loved, to have money, you feel me, to not be struggling. And you know that about yourself now, after you've been the most powerful asset in a world where it was crime and jail and prison and drugs. You know what I'm saying? Once you able to get to the highest capacity and you know that about yourself, you'll have the ability to transform everyone around you. But they never wanted you to know that. You feel me? So if people didn't realize their healing energy, no one would heal. And everyone would just fake and put on a facade. You know what I'm saying? And be pretending. So therefore, the world wouldn't change. You know what I'm saying? So now it's almost as if we've been pushed into it. But again, because of the energy being so strong, you know what I'm saying? And a person admitting it in their body by doing the work, it'll affect everyone around you. But not everyone has took the time to work on themselves to grow. What they're doing is just feeling the energy and talking about what they gonna do. And then because people sometimes can't see in both worlds, and they're just feeling the energy, you'll attach yourself to this person that's portraying like they got healing energy, only to not even realize subconsciously they're sucking your good energy off of you to only feed you into something that only benefits them. That's how complicated it is. And because it's so complicated, I think that's why we were never told the truth. We were only given a vision of how it supports people who want that power for themselves. A lot of us have been controlled and dictated in a world where there were people who really didn't have good healing energy. They were just able to siphon it off of others and have us look up to them as if they're in power and control and they dictate the world. Listen, I'm telling you, because it's been like that for so long, people are having a hard time trying to realize that, you feel me, you can harness your own good energy. You could protect your own energy. You can get good energy from, you feel me, source, outside, water, plants, you feel me, and without having to attach to someone, you feel me, who has dark energy or who can't match your energy. You know what I'm saying? we were never understood that. And if it was to a point, you feel me, where it was trying to be displayed to us, but not in a way where we could understand it, most of the time it was displayed in movies. So if you've ever watched a movie and you couldn't realize why it was so good to you, it's because oftentimes it vibrated with something in your soul. For example, one of those movies was The Fifth Element. The lady with the stones and how they were powerful and they created a force on the world. They basically were telling us in plain view, this is real, this is what's going on. But because of the change didn't happen, we just liked the movie. We didn't believe that it can actually exist. I believe that's really truly what's happening right now. Lilu, you feel me? Put her in the middle. She was dying. You know what I'm saying? She needed all the water, earth, fire, stones to be able to survive, to help the planet. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, she would die. You feel me? She came down here to understand how the planet works so she can take it back to help us. Listen, I'm telling you, they've been telling us the real in these movies for so long. The Fifth Element. If you've never seen it, go back and watch it right now. It'll give you an exact view of what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? So again, understanding and being mindful, though, everyone doesn't have healing energy. Not everyone has it. But because of the energy being so powerful on the planet right now, it's having a way for these demons to disguise themselves by basically copying and pasting. But they're really stealing your life force. So again, if you're around someone or they're engaging in trying to be so easy and going with, you feel me, connecting with you so fast, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful. Listen, a person I feel is strong-willed and really standing in who they are, they're going to have some people that don't like them. And that's because the demons who try to cloak themselves in positive energy, they really know who they are for real. And they really don't like them because they really know that no matter what, I can't portray an image in front of them because they're going to see me for real. You feel me? And then there are people who actually love them for real because they've done the work and they know who they are for real. But trust me, if you have real, true healing energy, you are going to know for a fact that there are going to be people who don't like you. And that's because these are demons who can't cloak their energy around you. If you get around someone that everybody likes them, they're so easygoing, everybody wants to click up, listen, be mindful of that person. Because oftentimes they could be cloaking in people that like them energy to be able to conceal their darkness so that people don't see who they really are for real. I'm telling you, now is the time where the darkness is being exposed. We never seen it because it was cloaked behind us being drunk. It was cloaked behind us always laughing and having a good time. But when we were by ourselves, I seen it. You feel me? I was depressed. You feel me? I was trying to figure out a way to get out of it. I smoked so much weed, I didn't always look my best. Sometimes I was, you feel me, grown at 100 pounds, like soaking wet. Like that shit was embarrassing. You feel me? When I went to jail, I had absolutely no body fat on me at all. You feel me? The world had sucked me dry, but I was a valuable asset. Listen, I'm telling you right now, people don't understand. You have to be able to, you know what I'm saying, really be able to work on yourself, to see in between the spirit realm and the real world and realize what's truth and what's fake. You feel me? And listen, I'm telling you, do not be afraid to be able to connect with different people. Because if you do not allow yourself the space to be able to do that, you'll keep running back to the people that keep you comfortable, but you don't realize that maybe they may not be allowing you to grow because you're so comfortable with them. They've studied you. Doesn't mean they like you. They just studied you and how you operate and your weaknesses. And so they'll do whatever they can to keep you stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that those people are bad people or they can't heal. But you have to be understanding that sometimes to grow in your spirituality and having that type of energy, healing energy, means you have to be able to cut off the rest of the world while you figure you out. Because you were never able to have your own identity by being around people that formulated one for you. You know what I'm saying? The only identity you had when you were a baby. So now getting back to that state takes you having to focus on yourself. So listen, do not be tricked by society. Not everyone out here has healing energy. And there are people that are trying to stay stuck in a world where they see these people who have healing energy and they want it so bad, but they know they're dark individuals who sold their soul. So they'll copy and paste and be nice and pretend like they have healing energy. You feel me? To drain you of yours. Trust me, you'll know. You ain't no more being blind. If you can see with your eyes, you can see. You feel me? Listen, I'm telling you right now. So if you don't know, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.